Everyone, this is Gamer Guy, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we are back in Disney's Dreamlight Valley in the base game, and I thought we'd look into one of the new features of most recent update was the presets for both wardrobe and furniture. I'm also going to show you the plaza that I have set up and for where I've decorated, as well as the Forgotten Lands which I've decorated. Just to give you some ideas, because I know decorating, some people really love it and really get into it, but sometimes other people find it quite difficult. So I'm I'm the side that's finding it a bit more difficult. I don't do a lot of decorating. I really focus mainly on like the games and the missions and the lifestyle, like cooking and harvesting and mining. But sometimes I do a little bit of decorating every once in a while, and so this is what I've come up with. So first of all, we're here in the plaza. So with the most recent update, we had the main street shops. So I've set them up down this side of the plaza, and we've got some of the previous Star Path furniture items like the snack bar and the movie ticket booth, as well as the billboard and a popcorn machine here. I've also got the seasonal bundle for this update, which is like a beach themed dream castle with the hot air balloons, which I think are really cool, as well as the new skin for the well, as well as the Scrooge McDuck store and the Daisy's Boutique and Chez Remy's. But Chez Remy's is in another part of my valley, so I can't show that right now. But what I wanted to show you was like different ways you can organize buildings and houses that you have. So if you go into your furniture mode, then if I click and take out the movie theater, then using PlayStation, because that's what I'm using, so that's how I'll be presenting the video. Pressing L1 or R1, you can move your the building around. If you want it one way, you can have it on the just flat against the wall, or if you want to have it as a corner, you can now move it around and place the item at an angle, which can work for some people. It just depends on the layout of your valley and what other decoration you have in place. Whatever way you do it, it's up to you. Everyone's different and they'll have their own styles. So whatever way you want to do it is completely up to you. I just wanted to give everyone a bit of an update. Oh, I can't seem to fix it now. What's going on? I'll leave it there for now. I can always move it if I need to later. So another good one is if you've got a house, you've got multiple house skins, you can click on your house, press triangle to replace it, and then you've got lots of however many house skins you've got. I've got quite a few because there's the one thing I really do like to buy from the premium shop is house skins. So I've got a witch's cottage at the moment, but I can change it to anything else I want. So you've got the Masquerade Gothic Manor, or I can change it again to Fairy Bloss House. There we are, and change it back, and then you can come back, change it however many times you want, not a problem. Now, one building I always find really difficult to place is Daisy's Boutique, because it's more of a corner shop. So as you can see, I mean, even if you wanted to place it so the front door is facing out to the front, it can be quite difficult because that's not exactly how the building has been designed. So you can place it that way if you like, but it'll be difficult to if you want to have something up against another building, that'll be quite difficult because it won't fit in certain places. However, if you are looking to place it on a corner with like the corner of a valley, the corner of the biome, or however you like, so you can place it just as a bit of an image you can see there. You can place it on the corner or such as like that, and then you can put other things around it. It's just however you want to set it up. For me personally, I wanted it to be up against another building, so I had it up against Scrooge's shop. So I move it to this way. Oh, I'm breaking everything tonight. There we are. So that way the storefront is still out into the main plaza, so it's easily accessible, and it's still placed up against the Scrooge's shop. There we are. As close as I can get it. And again, any of these things you can move around whichever way you like. You can also quick save it, I believe. Yeah, quick save it in a certain area. There we are. So this is how I have my plaza set up, because when I think of a plaza, I think of like shopping. So that's why I wanted it to have like a more of a shopping type plaza vibe. So also I've got all my pillars from all the biomes. I put them all up against the back wall here, next to the dream castle. That's just how I like what I liked, and I also found this nice mosaic, which I quite like to add into, so it blends in well, as well as our founder's statue here. So I'll also take you over to the Forgotten Lands quickly, show you how that's been set up, because I know finding inspiration can always find it very difficult. And so because I like quite open plan in terms of furniture, so that's why I like to be able to move around and like lots of trees around. So I went for more of a gloomy type Alice in Wonderland with the giant mushrooms, and the night thorns are quite good, although I will take them out. They do help the aesthetic. We've got gargoyle statue here and a type of fountain. The fires really do help with that sort of vibe. And we've got Jack Skellington's house with Sally and these little light up trees. I thought was really nice, and it goes really well. And Jack Skellington's mountain hill here with the pumpkins, brilliant, and a bit of a scary looking tree, fantastic. So you don't always need to have like a really full biome when you're decorating, because sometimes, for me personally, I don't find that helpful in terms of getting around. So I like to have things a bit more spread out, so it looks a little bit neater as well. And that's just my way of doing it. Everyone's different. Everyone has different styles, so it's however they want to do it. So I'm going to move over now to Dazzle Beach, where I'm going to show you how to set up with these new presets that have come in with this most recent update. So we're going to start with the preset for furniture. So I thought with this my look that I've gone for, which is like a resort, like a spa resort for the beach. We got the sunbeds and the umbrellas. So when you go into furniture mode, first of all, when you want to set up a preset, go to your presets, and then you go to add new. I've got a few that I've already done, but I'll just start from the beginning here. So we'll go to add new, and if you draw that box and highlight as many as you want. So I'll start with just 3, and then you can move them wherever you like, and they'll group together, which I find really helpful, so that I'm not constantly moving one thing and then another thing, then another thing. Once you place it down, though, oh, what am I doing? Once you place it down, each individual piece will be able to be moved on its own, so it doesn't stay grouped. Then you can also group them by pressing the little button with the 3-4 lines at the top. That puts it in group mode, so you can highlight them all again and move them along as a group once again, even after you've come out and gone back in. So the way you go about saving them, so you go to save preset, which is the same, the 4 bars, press that again, and you can save it. So I'll save it as new sunbed. There we are. Save that, press OK, and then that's in your inventory. When you go into furniture and you go into presets again, you'll find your this one here, new sunbed, and then there you can see, and you can put it wherever you like. It doesn't matter. Now you might see that one of them, as you can see over here, only a couple of them have come through, and they're calling this a mirage, as you might see as you start this type of new type of quest on the presets with Scrooge McDuck. When you get to this point in the game, you can actually go up to each individual item, interact with it, and because I don't have that item available, another one of that item available, I can order one straight from here, from the store, and it inputs it straight away into that. Oh, then you can do it again with the umbrella, press that again. Sometimes when you go to the presets, and you get that mirage look. Sometimes it won't be about buying the individual item. It will be that you have to collect items around the valley. So just remember, you don't always have to go into presets and then new in order to set up a new preset furniture group. You can also just go into group mode when you're in your furniture mode if you and group certain items together and then move them, save it like you did before. Save that, and then oh, this kicks me out. There we are. Let's see if there we are. So there we are. So in order to make the floor fay picnic blanket, I'll need a set like 4 rope, 2 dandelions, 2 red daisies, and 2 purple falling pestimons. But I have all those already, so I can just press make, and it'll remake it there for me and add it in the exact same place that I wanted it. So that's pretty much how you go ahead about grouping furniture items together, adding them in as a preset, and then how to interact with the Mirage in order to bring in those items that might not have come through with the preset. It just depends on what you have available in your inventory and your collection. So you can do with your wardrobe. So let's put a hat there. What we've got there, we'll do a helmet, it's a bit fun. And the Dreamlight armor, we'll do that. So once you have this, then you can go into presets and then add new, name it. So name it armor. Save that, press OK, and then that will automatically appear as a preset. And then you can wear it, wear it easily. So you go into your wardrobe, go to presets, and these outfits will already be there for you. So I've got the armor, I've got just and then you go to equip outfit. There you are. Same again there, equip outfit, and lastly, same again there, equip outfit. So then also, if you go into this, you can equip that. Let's go back to the jacket look. You can also overwrite it, you can rename it, or you can just delete it altogether. Whatever you'd like to do, it's completely up to you. And then it also gives you a chance to sort of play around with the different outfits and different clothing items and see if you've got like a style that you like. Then you can save it and you can just wear it whenever you like. It's a great new tool to have in the game. So at a later date, I'm going to do another video about like the lava furniture that we received with the last update and the last star path rather, and then we had the waterways because sometimes that can be quite difficult to navigate and how to go about doing those like the corners or the straight paths and just finding a nice way to set it up. So I'll do another video on that because that's a larger video. You can also, with furniture mode, go down into your pathways, and as long as you've got like enough of a pathway, so I'll use tattoo sand path because I've got the most of it. So this will have a corner made already for you. You just press the arrow buttons and make whatever you like. If you get a bit stuck and you want to go somewhere else and then come back, you can go back and just click on a piece so you can carry on making that. So that's what I've done for that. So you can also save that as a preset if you wanted to. Look what I've done here. So I've got some flower beds here, and this is the pathway I chose. I set up this little area with the well. I think it looks quite nice. And yeah, I used the main street pathway in order to make this. I thought it looked really nice and it goes really well in my biome. So that's a great way that you can like make pathways, and then you can put things on your pathways like I've done here. And with the plaza. Now, don't get me wrong, this does take a long time to do because you'll need a lot of stone for this particular pathway, but it will take you some time. But when you do, it really does give you that great effect, especially for me, having this as a shopping plaza. I love having this sort of stone pathway underneath. So it reminds me of like outdoor shopping areas, and that's what I was really going for with my plaza. But then, like I said, in the Forgotten Lands, you had that different type of half underneath, and it wasn't just stuck. So everywhere was pavement, and then I just put things on top. I moved, I took out part of the pathway so that I could put an item in the middle, so that it wasn't like path everywhere and just items plonked everywhere around. I maneuvered the pathway around those items so that I could get the best look. But like I said, have a look around at what sort of inspiration, what sort of style that you like, and then look at the furniture that goes with that you have in your valley, and see if you can make something. There's lots of different ideas, lots of different furniture that we can use in the game. Like for the Peaceful Meadow, I like mine quite sparse, so there's not a lot here in my Peaceful Meadow, but for me that sort of shows it as peaceful because there's just the houses. And then what I love here with Mulan's house is I have this little garden with the magnolia trees and it all on the floor and the bench and the same sort of pathway as the main street pathway there. I absolutely love this, as it's it just takes me back and of that style of the Mulan movie. I think it's I think it's just what I really enjoy. So like I said, just make things that you enjoy and that fit your style. And I know sometimes it can be really hard finding like the inspiration you want, but I hope that my video has helped and given a little bit of inspiration. If you're not too keen on decorating, but you want to do a little bit in your valley, then this is what I've done. I do a little bit at a time. There's no rush. So if you have any questions or if there's anything else you would like to know, please comment on the video and I will have a look and see if I can make another video, or if not, I can answer any questions. I'm more than happy to. Thank you for watching my channel. Please remember to like and subscribe for more helpful videos of Dreamlight Valley, and I will do some on other games as well. But for now, I'm Gamer Guy, and thank you for joining me tonight on Disney's Dreamlight Valley at my channel. Thanks very much. Good night.